Yo, and welcome back to the channel. So we've got to go off to the Hellville today, the capital of Nosy Be Island, Madagascar. About 10 kilometers from where I live, not too far. So we're going to go there. I need to get a few bits sorted out. It's 8 kilometers from here. Need to now and again you need to go to the capital just to buy certain things that you can't get in this area around here. Things like, I'm looking for a decent quality sink for one of my apartments that I'm building at the moment. I went and bought one yesterday from the local hardware store. It cost me like €15, but it was too small. Too small. The basin wasn't deep enough in it. It was too thin. It was like paper thin as well. So I just took it back and said, forget it. I'll buy a more expensive one. The more expensive ones are I think about €100. So I thought I'll go to Hellville. Let's have a look what selection they've got in the capital. So that's where I'm going now. Tell you what, I've been thinking about, like, my perfect life, or your perfect life, anybody's perfect life, and what it entails. What does it comprise of? I mean, obviously some people would say it includes a wife, a husband, or children, a partner. Other people would be like, I'm alright, I don't want a wife, I don't want a husband, or I don't want children, that's the last thing I need. So it's different for different people, obviously. But personally, myself, I think having somebody to spend your time with is good. Having children, a family, is another good thing. Maybe even a pet, like a dog or a cat to keep you company. Maybe a dog would be enough for some people. They'd be happy, retired. They just want a little flat, little cat or a dog to keep them company. They're happy, they can go and play the bingo or whatever they're going to do. Me, I'd like a private house. That'd make me happy. My own house that I've built myself to exactly my specification. Maybe one day I'll get one, but it's kind of a waste of money in a way, because obviously you're just going to plow money into it and you're never going to get money out of it. It's just purely for enjoyment, isn't it, for oneself? You can rent a nice house, so why buy or why build one? But if you've got the means, there's no problem. If you're, let's say, your outgoings, your yearly cost to live, the life that you want to live, the dream life, costs you €30,000 a year, and you're pulling in €100,000 a year, then why not build a house with the spare 70,000 every year? After 3 years, the house is complete. You spent 200,000 on a nice house in Madagascar, and wears off. You still got your income, more than you need. So if you can build an income that's more than you need, that's a good thing. That's what I'm trying to do at the moment. Realistically, I need around about, let's say, 18,000, let's call it €20,000. It's more than enough for my lifestyle, the life I live, to make me happy, so I can go on holidays, so I can do the things I want to do. Some people are happy just to travel, aren't they? Just to have a backpack and go traveling the world. Some people even ride around the world on a push bike or walk around the world. Spend like, I don't know, 14 years or something walking around the world. Not good for the knees. Talking about that, healthcare. Obviously, one of the main things that you want, if you want to be wealthy, you want to be wealthy in health. Because health is wealth, innit? So good health is a good thing to try and maintain, innit? Even if you've got a few ailments, looking after your body, looking after your teeth, feeding yourself right, the right amount of exercise, good clean air, future life plans. I like making future life plans. I think everybody should, if you're sensible, you should make a future life plan. Otherwise, your future's not going to be bright, is it? Unless you touch lucky. You can't wing it. You know what I mean? Your future, especially retirement. The thing that scares me the most is that I get old and ill, and I can't make any money. Just let's say I'm a bricklayer, for example, and I lose my right hand in a car crash. It worries me. If I'm a driving instructor and my sight starts to fail, it worries me. So personally, I think you should look after your financial future for sure. Retirement plans. The best time to make a retirement plan is the first time anybody tells you the word retirement, and you say, what's that mean? And they explain it to you. You're like, oh right, that's the best time to make a retirement plan. When you're like 18. Imagine if you were 18 again, would you do anything different? Me personally, on the whole, I'd say no. Even the mistakes I've made, I'd say no. I'd still do those same mistakes again, just because it's a learning curve in life. It's life. But if I had my chance again at being 18, I would save like 30% of my income and work so hard, not physically but mentally, work to make money. I'd work to build passive income streams, to own assets that I can rent out that are going to last me a lifetime. Obviously, a motorbike rental's good return, fast return, but every couple of years you've got to replace the motorbike. If you've got a house, it's going to outlive you. Well, then you've got a passive income for life, haven't you? So personally, I'd start building passive income streams. I'd start saving money away into the stock market, the US stock market probably, along with being British, the British stock market as well, because it has tax benefits for me. But it's not going to be the same for everybody. And imagine, like by the time you're 50 or something, how much money you'd have if you just saved like a third of your salary and invested it. Luckily, I touched lucky because I bought properties at the right time and I held them, and now the return on investment on the properties is really good. Like I don't know how much it is, but it's maybe £700 a month from one property that's worth 100,000, and I've got maybe 15,000 invested in it. So it's like a 2-year return on my funds that I've actually invested. It's sweet, like 50% APR, like annual 50% yield per annum, I should say. And obviously that yield's just going to go up as the property value goes up. I'm going to make more money in the property if I ever sell, and the money I've got invested I'm getting back every 2 years. So, and I've had some of the properties for over 20 years. So happy days with the property. But yeah, I wish I'd invested more when I was younger. That's a mistake I made. Whereabouts you live is a big thing. I mean, are you going to stay where you are, or are you planning to move? When are you planning to move as well? And how are you going to go about it? Is it just going to be yourself? Have you got a family to take care of? Like, you got to move with you? Have you got family where you're moving to? Have you got do you speak that language of the country you're moving to? I mean, I live in Madagascar. I don't speak Malagasy very well. I speak basic, and I don't speak French at all. Like, so, but I survive. I get by. It's not a problem. I don't have any problems, to be honest with you, communicating with people. So, friends. What about friends? Like, the older you get, the less friends you need in life. Realistically, you need a handful of decent quality friends, ones that you can bring up at any time of the day or night and say, help me, I've got a problem anywhere in the world, and they're gonna get out of bed and start helping you directly. That's nice. ones that you can trust, ones that you can have a laugh with, enjoy life with, enjoy a coffee. That's it. That's all you need. Like, enjoy a conversation. And I've had loads of friends. Like, I've got thousands of associates, and I've got lots of friends from the past, from the life. You know, from 48 years of life, I've got a lot of friends. But the real friends, like they say, I can count them on one hand. So I don't really need friends, me, because I've got family here. I've got a wife, children, a business to run. So I don't really need friends. I don't have time for friends, really. Although I'd like to make time for freedom, because freedom's obviously a big thing. How much freedom have you got right now? I mean, realistic, me, I've got, I'd say 95% freedom I've got. And 5% where I'm tied down. Like, I've got a British passport, I've got British bank accounts. If I need, every 10 years, I've got to go renew my passport in the UK, or every 5 years, 4 years, I've got to renew my cash card, so I've got to go back to the UK. So I'm kind of tied to the UK still. I'm still tied to it, like. Police, gendarmerie. They're the worst ones as well, like them ones just there. They will check your paperwork. Anybody else on the island, they're not bothered. Like, you give them 50 cents and say bye bye. Yeah, so the good life, it's out there, it's yours for the taking. But I see a lot of people that they're trapped. They can't get out of the West. They're like, I'm like, why don't you just sell your house and just quit your job and come here? They're like, I can't just do that. It's going to take me like 2 more years. Maybe I can do it in 2 years. I find that, I understand it, but I find it strange that people do that, like, you know, they're that committed into a system that in their country, whether it be Germany or France or England, America, Canada, they're all just as bad. Australia, all of them, ridiculous. They've got ridiculous laws. You can't do anything. Like now, if I got stopped by the police in Europe, I'd get done for window tint, illegal window tint in the front windows, wearing flip-flops while driving, no seatbelt, probably breathalyze me as well. Like, what else would they do me for? Oh, probably illegal tyres, tyre tread not enough. It's only 3 mil. You've only got 2 millimeter. You need 3 millimeter. So I've got no red tape on me like that, which is great. I like that, because that's what I moved here for, was to get away from that sort of bullshit. And I don't need that in my life. I'm all right for that. I don't like the idea that a government can control people, and it looks to me like, well, it's 100%. It's not. Doesn't look to me. It is. It's factual. The governments of the world are getting tighter and tighter and tighter, but restricting their citizens more and more and more. They're not freeing it up for them. They're restricting them, aren't they? I've got friends there who need to go through divorces, and they've got to give 65% of the property to their ex-wives and stuff like that. Friends in America who've got such high child benefit payments, they can't even afford to work. Same in the UK. It's a real mess. Like, here in Africa, if you want to divorce your wife, you get up in the morning, you turn to her and you say, I divorce you 3 times, and it's done. You're divorced. You're finished. Now, maybe it's not quite that easy, but in some places it is in Africa. You can do that. I like the weather as well. Like, I like hot weather. Look, it's November. I bet it's absolutely Baltic in Germany. Bulchen Gladbach. I bet it's freezing there. Like, I bet it's freezing in Scotland. Absolutely Baltic, snowing, miserable, raining, hail. I don't like that. I've got my shorts on most of the year. The only time I wear a pair of jeans is maybe if I'm feeling a bit posh and I want to go to a restaurant or something like that, I'll put a pair of jeans on. Or if I'm travelling on an aeroplane or something. But rest of the year, if I'm in Madagascar, I'm in shorts and t-shirts, baby. Enjoying my freedom, enjoying the life. Yeah, it's got problems. There is problems here. Is it dangerous? No, it's not dangerous. Do dangerous things happen? Yeah, they happen worldwide, globally. Dangerous things happen. It's the luck of the draw if you get involved in something where you end up with a bad situation. Pure luck of the draw. And a little bit if you wave money in people's faces, again, anywhere in the world. You've got some massive 10 grand gold chain around your neck. I'll rip it off you myself. You know what I mean? Never mind one of these geezers. I'm only joking, I'm not going to rip your gold chain off. But don't be wearing a gold chain in Africa, or you're asking for problems. Walking around videoing with your phone in the capital city, you can lose your phone. You can get phone snatched in London, in New York, in anywhere. In the Bahamas probably you can get your phone snatched. Probably not in Dubai, but you never know. It's possible. I notice there's no push carts here. That'd be a good business. Like literally a cart with 4 wheels that you push, and you can put like 200 breeze blocks on it, or you can put like a ton and a half cement, a ton of cement or something maybe. Put a car on top of it and drop it off wherever the customer wants it and just push it along. But they have them in mainland Madagascar, but they don't have them here, and I don't know why. Maybe they won't give a license to it. But this guy broke down in his old car. You can't park there, son. Oh, Madagascar. See, this is the problems in Madagascar. This is the problems, like. Suki. I do believe that was Suki cake or something. Local Malagasy cake that woman had on her head. Tastes horrible, like. Not for me anyway, not for my taste buds. Well, the cemetery covered in flowers at the moment because start of November they have like Day of the Dead in Madagascar. I think it's not just Madagascar, I think it's in other countries as well. Maybe France, maybe other countries. But like the 1st of November or the first week of November, you have the Day of the Dead. We go and clean up the cemetery, put flowers out. Nice, very nice. See this cemetery on the right, you probably can't see it on the camera, but there's a cemetery on the right here. One of the richest men in Madagascar was stood here at this roundabout the other week with a drone video in the cemetery. I've got a big feeling that he's going to take that cemetery, he's going to take it and build a shopping centre, an apartment complex, or something on there. You probably see it. Oh no, you can't see it now. Unfortunately, the camera doesn't have 365 on it. But yeah, I think he's going to take it and then just move all the bodies. It's crazy that the actual president of the Republic of Madagascar at the moment, he's got a couple of plots of land in Nosy Be, and he wants more plots, like. And so do his merry men, his friends and all that. They all want to take land, but it's basically stealing it. They're going to have to steal it. What they're going to do is go do the full book in Tanner, and put it in their name off the map, basically off the plans, and just steal the land. And then they come here with the gendarmerie and the police, and they turn around and say, "That's it, get off the land. This is private. I own this," and they steal the land. And that's what happens. It's ridiculous. But I think they're going to do that, like steal a load of land. But that's none of my business. That's political business. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.